Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Oh my goodness. I have my blanket ready and I have my coffee made and I am ready to talk about asylums. What is happening? I'll take a few minutes, let people get in here. Um Today I picked a video from. Hold on one second. Hi, Tracy V. Happy Sunday, Mama. Happy Sunday. Um, hi, Mary. Good to see you. Happy Sunday. Um, I've been awake since I've hit the age where like I can't as like tired as I am, my body like just snaps awake at like 5:30, 6 o'clock. Like just up. I have blackout shades too. And so it's like you would think that I'd sleep a little bit better. No, 5:30, 6 o'clock. I am up. Good morning, Jen. Good morning. I'm happy you're here. Happy you're here. So I've been up since 5 o'clock. That's why I usually on Sundays like throw my hair up, but I actually had some time to to get myself together. Kaden like just woke up. I'm glad you're all here. We're still in spooky season. So we have one more week left of October. Can you believe that? The Halloween's like in 2 weeks or less than that. Um, so we have today we're doing the asylum, and next week I still haven't decided what we're gonna do. If anyone wants to put any suggestions in chat or comment on the video after we have run through today. Hold, Jen, what did she say? She says, I'm up as soon as late. Yes. Right. I feel that. I feel that. Oh my goodness. I thought I was like, if I just get blackout shades and like I don't wake up fully, if I kind of like turn over, I still think it's like the middle of the night. Maybe I won't wake up at 5:30. But no, I will. My body is just up. Should I do lives at 5? You guys wake up like this too? Oh my God. Okay. So in any case, so I picked a video and it's the abandoned asylum for the criminally insane and the horrific history. So I am sort of blind watching this. I had another creator reach out and tell me that this was really good, a really good one to do. So if you guys don't like it, you guys can let me in chat. We're all family here. It's just like sitting on the couch and being hens together. Right. Let me go ahead and start this. Just let me know if you guys can hear it.
This is a simple clip, but it is very effective. The patient has no clothes, he has been stripped of a lot of his character, and is now alone, looking out at a barbed window, surrounded by guards who mistreat him. There are parts of this
Oh my
documentary
God. I hate my internet. Ugh. Hi, Wayne. I just saw you.
that are significantly more disturbing in a literal sense, but this is one of the most poignant moments of the documentary, and it's a real sign of things to come.
Arguably America's most notorious of all state hospitals, this facility was built to house the worst of the worst, more specifically, those determined to be criminally insane. This historic psychiatric institution, nestled within the rolling farmlands of New England, has a storied narrative
Oh, New England.
to form to help escape their shameful reputation and their unforgettable past.
It's 5 a.m. right now.
Shit. Oh my God. I'm so creeped out.
This is so sketchy. This is an abandoned state hospital for the criminally insane.
Oh my God.
And it's partially active in the uber quiet
I gotta pause this. Did he just say that it's partially used? That there's people still there? Did you guys hear that? Do I have to back that up? Hi, Rosie. It's good to see you, baby. Wayne, always a pleasure. But did you hear what I just heard? Did he just say it was that abandoned asylum was partially active? Come on. Come on. Hi, Dave in the Laborers Union. Good to see you. I'm pretty sure that the guy just said that it is partially used. All right, we're gonna go back. Do we need to hear it again? I think we need to hear it again. Hold on.
And we had to get here at pre-dawn.
The undisputed heavyweight of state psychiatric hospitals, this place was anything but a hospital. Hospitals exist to help heal lives, while this place only helped to destroy lives. It is the area's oldest and largest psychiatric prison, a maximum security fortress of sorts, the bulk of which was built over 100 years ago. Most of the cells have just a small window. If the prisoner does manage to somehow get a glimpse through the 3 layers of reinforced steel and wide change of scenery from inside the decaying prison. Established in the mid-19th century, this asylum for the criminally insane housed inmates who had been convicted of
They kicked me out. Freaking StreamYard. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Let me see if I can make this bigger. There we go. There we go. Because you guys don't need to see my mug.
regarding its utter disregard for human life. The hospital was known for its blatant mistreatment of the mentally ill and for violating the most basic of human rights. The patients were treated with cruelty, callousness, by the staff, who would all torture, starve, and mock them.
Oh my God.
As if human degradation was a form of salvation for the mentally. Most unfortunate is that it took over before anything was finally done.
Can you imagine?
The police do training.
Oh, here, listen.
Especially right here. We're at the very beginning of the property. So this is the gym and auditorium. It's all collapsed now. There's a big hole in our roof. Balcony, it's all collapsed as well. Bill.
The cells were also built with 3-inch slits above the doors for ventilation through their bathrooms. A lot of innocent people were locked up here, and not only were they locked up against their will, but they were often beaten, starved, assaulted, and tortured at the hands of the government. Used to house people identified as undesirable and removed from society, sometimes solely based on pseudoscientific labeling. Historically, this would have almost certainly included addicts, alcoholics, and the homeless. In fact, for many years, the symptoms of meeting the criminally insane diagnostic criteria was merely based on the opinion of unlicensed, unprofessional, and inexperienced staff as opposed to actual psychologists and psychiatrists. Well before the prison became the state's primary facility for forensic psychiatry.
Um, I am just going to say, I apologize if it's choppy. No, my internet sometimes isn't stable. Janie, you're welcome to be here. Thank you for letting me know that, because I can hear it on my end, but I know when it's buffering. And if you don't want to be here, that's okay too. But thank you for stopping by, Mark. Good to see you. Equal parts. It's always so good to see you. I know you're always at work, Mark. Come on. Yeah, Jen, I'm sorry. Sometimes I don't know what's going on. It always happens when I'm live. Right. I mean, I literally do this for a living, but I don't own where I am, and the hard connection would be really hard because I'm in it's a whole thing. And I have a lot of computer equipment at my home as well. It just eats it up, and I'm sorry. Sometimes, my channel's not perfect. We're just getting off the ground, right? And Janie, thank you for your feedback. And I am going to try to get a better connection. And I hope you find a better channel to go to, Janie. What does this say, Wayne? Side, there's more product creators over 12 years. Oh, no, sir. Really? I think Melanie went over that yesterday, right? Yeah, see, Jen, like that's the thing. Like shit happens, and I'm not Grizzly True Crime. She's like so professional. I'm ADD and just love true crime. With a lot of opinions, a lot of speculation, and a lot of judging. And I love spooky stuff. Are you guys liking this asylum? Oh, I love you, hate. Yeah, I mean, internet's weird. You know what I mean? You have to understand too. Like, I'm in a place where I like everything powers off the Wi-Fi, and right now I don't have a hard connection because I can't. So, I mean, I'm here for the chat, right? So I'm here to like talk to you guys because you guys are my people, and you guys are the most fuckers I've ever met. Okay. Like we have been through some trials together. We have been through cases together, and you guys, who are here are my people. So I love you all. And if it's choppy, like I'm trying to fix it. I promise. I promise.
Also known as a poorhouse. And when the almshouse was eventually taken over by the State Department of Corrections, it then became a prison workhouse to pay off debt for their crimes. And from there, it went on to become the infamous state hospital for the criminally insane that it is so widely recognized for. And albeit, the old criminally insane complex has been abandoned for over a decade now, but a section of the sprawling multi-building prison complex is still in operation today and houses criminals who are found to be NGRI or not guilty by reason of insanity.
My God. Can you
This state-of-the-art modern
please?
facility literally sits directly across the street from the old abandoned section. This, also being state property, is in large part of what makes this explorer
Jen,
one of the
I'm
most
dead.
risky,
Stop
because if anyone sees you or your car, you will immediately be detained and questioned. In fact, some explorers have even been hauled off to jail for stepping foot on the private property. For this reason, knowing where to go to prison hospital is an absolute necessity. Otherwise, you will surely be arrested.
Have they said what state? They said New England, but they didn't say what state, right?
How sketchy it is.
For fuck's sake.
That's why we have to
Hold on, kids. Hold on.
sing in so many different areas. This place is over 150 years old.
It's over 150 years old. They haven't said the hospital name yet. Unless it was in the very beginning and I didn't catch it, but it wasn't.
That was sketchy.
They said
And it's sketchy.
I'm all for I'm all for going and exploring and doing all of those things, but that seems really dangerous. Like, did you see that? First of all, he could have went right through those steps. Oh my god, Caden's like playing with the cat. I can hear him in the hallway. Yeah, anyone on X, please come over here to Unsolved Amy Boston. Come over here. We're the best. We have the best chat. Oh, I love you, Wayne. I love you. You're an OG. You are. Look at this. You get this. I was doing this yesterday. You get one of these. You're an OG. You've been with me since day one. You're a day one, Wayne. But like because I live actually right currently, I live near a state hospital that is abandoned. And you know what's really funny? Well, it's not funny, but it's like the spot for people to go get their family pictures taken. It's fucking bizarre. But my sister's actually done it. Oh, what's this one? Oh, I just consulted if you asked you try it. I have not yet. I just started doing this really, so I'm trying to like figure out. I really need a hard wired connection, but I don't own where I live. So to like put whole I don't know. I'm gonna try, but that's a really great idea. And shit, I'll try it. Thank you, equals. It's really funny because like I literally am like an IT specialist. You know what I mean? Like I'm new at this YouTube thing. You're wicked needy. Mark, my little brother is so needy. What do you need? I didn't hear anything. Are you waiting for your coffee? Your coffee's been outside since 6. I'm gonna yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Rosie is an OG, hates an OG. Wait, there she is. Yeah, Tariel, my mama girl. You're right. Like, so even like driving by, I've driven by the state hospital. And like it's creepy because like I've seen stuff on it. I'm not gonna say which one it is just because like I don't need people like knowing the geographical area, but like it's creepy. And so and the stories that they had back then of this particular hospital was horrifying, just people walking on the streets, just in the street. Oh, hi, baby Grunk. You want to say hi to everybody? Oh my god. Hold on one second. He came over here and he like the cat got him because he accidentally stepped on it. I got a blanket and she was like underneath my chair and he come to like give me a hug and he stepped on her and she scratched him and it was a whole thing. My apologies. He's in with Nana right now. Oh, listen. As soon as he wakes up, from the time his feet hit the floor, he's on. On. Oh my god. I was cracking over your stream, man. You said all the babies are in the he was like other mothers when he was in the NICU. Other mothers were like, he was like a full man, but he wasn't. I wouldn't have made it. Like I made it to 35 weeks and some days. And he was so like he would have grown so much more if my body allowed it to go to 40 weeks. But yeah, baby Grunk was like ready to walk out that hospital. We were there for 17 days. Yeah, no, 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 never. And you know what? I've been telling him to stop messing with the cat. I've been telling him, you know. Oh, wait. Wait. Wait, what? The girls, they don't. Oh, no, Caden, no. Caden does not tire out, okay? And he stopped doing naps at like 2. Okay. Before he was such a good napper and like I was like mom being mom says like no. As they get older, it gets like harder, right? We all know this. I'm learning this. Um and from the time his feet hit the floor, and now he talks, and then the talking started really early, and then it's like the nonstop. He's just nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. He's about Lord Pissa. Good morning, good morning. Zoe is the best. Morning, Lord. Yeah, yo, she got him. She got him good. Amy, here is fixes for your internet. There's a good alternative to fixing in the network, especially when Wi-Fi is weak. What is it? Honey, you don't have a wrench. You can't put a hold on. I'll give you a wrench. I don't care. Do you want a wrench, Wayne? Everyone's gonna be blue. Actually, send it to unsolvedamyboston@gmail.com. The link to what you're talking about, and I'll buy it because that would be amazing. Because it's fine like this, right? Am I like, or could you see me normal? It's only when I'm playing the stream, right? Because it's sucking more bandwidth. Yeah. Unsolvedamyboston@gmail.com. Oh, Jen, aren't you? You're a mod for Turtle Boy, aren't you? For the famous Turtle Boy. I used to be blue. Yeah, yeah. It's like being a mod here. Here, it's like I don't think we've ever like blocked anybody. I don't think we've ever needed modding here, right? Except for maybe in the beginning when I was getting not so nice messages. But like after that, I don't think we've used like mods have modded. You guys are just blue, right? Like, yes. Good morning. Hey. Good morning, Mary. All right, guys, let's get back to this. And if it skips, I do try to fix it. That's why I pause it and then let it go. So I got you, girl. I got you. All right, let's get back to this. Hold on. Like, what is that? Are you guys seeing this?
We're going out to check the courtyard. But they do police training out here. We had a buddy that had to hide from
Look at this. Hi. StreamYard, it keeps fucking bumping me off. The fuck? That's what I say to that. The fuck? Let's get me off of here. All right.
It's been banned 30.
Oh. I'd be out. I would be out of there. Look at the chains. Oh, barbed wire, stop it. Like, what happens with these places? Why don't they get demolished? Look at them.
Yeah, basketball. 18. The rec rooms.
Hey, Jesse. Good to see you, Mama. They haven't said which hospital this is.
Where the guard would sit up there.
They had like lockers like high school. Is that what that is? I have a video about Bridgewater coming up. Jesse. Yeah. Nikki. Hey, Mama. Wait, Nikki's here?
Big rec
There you are. Welcome in, Jesse. That's right. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Convicted of the most egregious of criminal sexual acts that one can imagine, and it has not been a smooth transition to where they are now today, considered to be one of the most trusted state prisons for the criminally insane population. But this facility was so notorious that there's even an old documentary made about the hospital. The documentary, considered to be a cult classic by some, as it's not for the faint of heart, with the filmmakers taking the viewers inside the hospital to witness firsthand the mistreatment that the patients received from both the guards and other staff. The film was so controversial that the state attempted to block the release of the film, but it ended up only being partially prohibited.
Oh my goodness.
In 1967, a legislative committee was created to help investigate allegations of cruel, inhumane, and barbaric treatment after witnesses described problems with the water and sewage systems causing repulsive
They do
and
that now
unsanitary
in
conditions,
prisons.
insufficient medical care, and poor nutrition. To nobody's surprise, the committee uncovered serious issues of patient abuse, segregation, overcrowding,
Nikki's choosing
disease
violence
exposure,
today.
malnourishment, and even medical experimentation. Shockingly, it would be another 50 years into the future before anything would actually change.
The guards begin to take the patients out of their cell to clean them. This is ironically quite a messy process. The patients are
Ew.
again completely naked, taken out of their cells, and occasionally put on the ground. While they
How
wait for their cells to be
dehumanizing.
cleaned, they are also spoken to in a disrespectful fashion. We especially see this with a patient named Jim, who is actually taken across the floor to be shaven. On the way there, he is slapped, repeatedly asked questions he does not know the answer to, and made fun of. He is then
Oh my
shaved in a
God.
hasty manner and brought back to his empty cell that doesn't even contain a bed. He is clearly in need of therapeutic and mental help, but is literally given the opposite of this, with
Oh my
one guard
God.
in particular antagonizing him on a constant basis.
I speak and span, very clean. What?
Like they have, wait,
Yes,
wait.
sir.
Okay, hold on, wait. Did they have recorders? Like, why is this being recorded? Can someone answer that? Why? It's weird that back then they had like the tapes rolling. Do you know what I'm saying? You guys ever heard? I don't know. A lot of my viewers are from Massachusetts. Do you guys know that there's a place in, I think it's Sharon, Massachusetts, like right next to Canton? It's either Canton or Stoughton. There's a place for young kids, and they do the electric therapy and shit still. Yeah, it's still been I've seen documentaries on it. I've heard about it from family members who are in the mental health field. And it is, yeah, Nikki. Yeah, yeah. It's the only place. Electric, thank you, Jesse. It's hard to think in your feet up here sometimes. You're right. Electric shock therapy. Thank you, girl. Thank you. Yeah, it is. And there was a documentary, and maybe we can go over it next week because it is like really fucked up. Like really fucked up. I've been a person that videotaped work. Right. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Back in the 60s, they used to test illegal drugs like cocaine, LSD. I just had all kinds of weird shit. And yeah, I mean, I believe that. I wholeheartedly believe that. Right. It is. It's crazy. And like to think it's right on like 138. I grew up in Hyde Park. Like that was the way you went to, like, if there was a Walmart, right? And in Walpole. And I remember going past this building, back roads to Walpole. And I'm like, I never knew that existed until a few years ago. And then I started seeing all like the Nurse Ratchet girl, but really, so there's like a hospital or a juvenile program, probably like 40 minutes from where I live, that they literally use those electric shock therapy, and they all the things. They do all the things still. And they've been like criticized about it, everything, and it's still there. No one has shut it down. Could you imagine? Right, the poor kids. Exactly. What is Mary saying? I had that done. It's a building right before you go on the outside. Yeah, that's exactly where it is. It's crazy how people treat who need help. Yeah, it is. It's disgusting. Yeah, people protest it regularly. And like Channel 5 does exposés on it. Like a lot. Like, if you look this up on YouTube or wherever for your like our news stations, like Boston, I think it's like Fox 25, CBZ, or whatever, Channel 4, WBZ. But yeah, there's exposés on it constantly. So these are all shut down, right? There's one down by my house they're all shut down. Okay. Actually, I heard that most of them, the workers just left them to their own devices, the ones that were left in the hospitals when everything went down. Hi, Sarah Dawn. Good morning, Mama. Do you have your blanket and coffee? Because your girl does. I'm glad you're here. Yeah, so that's like I heard I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know that like really happened, but they're saying that literally the staff just left them. And that's how many died and got out, and just like they have shut down. It was many years ago. It was too much. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine. I cannot imagine. Shut down needs to be. Yes, yeah, honey. People have been protesting. They protest outside like it's in a clinic. You know what I'm saying? No, seriously, people are so mad that, and it's like 40 minutes by. There's been an expose on that place that said it is the only place in the entire country that still does electric shock therapy to kids. To kids. Okay. We keep talking about kids and like how kids don't have consent. Kids should not be subjected to this against their will. And their parents are just sending their kids there knowing that they are getting abused. That's abuse. But the parents don't know what to do with them. So they send them to this program. I don't even know if it's a day program or if they live there. Do they live there? How petrified? How, Nikki, how petrifying would that be for a child? They're probably already traumatized. They're probably already, oh shit, I didn't know they were protesting. Yeah, that's good. I need to go with the kids. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know that they do it like every day. I don't know if it was like the FKR movement, but I know that it is protested outside, and they like they get supposedly like, you know, check-ins from the state and everything, but like, why is the Department of Mental Health allowing this to continue in Sharon? It's the only place. Right. No, but that was your world too. But like, there are people. I know someone that I don't know them personally, but they talked about their story about doing it, and she lost her entire memory of a lot of things. So it was like it did help her, but it kind of like bummed her out too. Does that make sense? Because they don't really know any better either. Right. Right. What are they going to do? Yeah, right. And that's the thing too. A lot of them, they're not like insane. They have autism. They're on the spectrum. Like, not okay, like, I'm just gonna say it. I'm just saying, like, growing up, I was ADHD and I'm dyslexic. Like, even to this day, I have like like an adult job and everything, but I have accommodations because of learning disabilities, right? And I'm 40 years old. So back when I was little, you know, these things weren't really talked about. They didn't, you know, I went to Catholic school. I was just considered like a bad kid, right? Because I couldn't learn the same as everybody else. And I was put, you know, you're all put into a box. And a lot of these kids, they deem violent because their parents probably cannot take it, right? Their parents probably are like, I can't deal with this. So they send them to a place that it is known, publicly known forever, that they abuse their patients. That there does anyone know? Right. Right, honey. Yes, yes, yeah, honey. Me and you could be therapists. I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Great corruption. And I used to remember. Oh wow. Wow. I'm sorry, Mary. Yeah, that's really sad. Yeah, yeah. I literally like they would. Okay. We're gonna talk about like when I was little. My first grade teacher. I like if that's I hate anybody. I really don't like this lady. Okay, and I probably she was old when I was in first grade, so I don't know where she is at in the world. However, she was so mean to me. I literally like. Do you remember how like you would like pair up with buddy? I don't know. In my school, there was like the desks of two, right? And the closets were in the back where you put your bag and coat and everything. And I was talkative. Oh, like I'm talkative. Can you guys believe that? I'm a talker. All right. I'm a fucking talker. So, and I would pass notes. I didn't really care about the education because I didn't understand it because I had learning disabilities, right? And they were very apparent, but like back then it wasn't tested. I was just like that bad kid, right? She made me first week of school. She made me take my desk, put it all the way at the back, facing the doors by myself for the entire year because she said I talked too much. I was a talker. I hated her. I still remember her. I'm not going to say her name, but She was so mean. So mean. And, like, she had my siblings too, and, like, my brothers and sisters were probably oh, honey, I am so sorry. That is abuse. Yeah. I remember that I had a breakdown. My dad just yeah. Yep. Absolutely. The bad hey, yes. I just was under the little difference. Yes. Listen, we are the bad kids. This is where all like the bad kids go. Okay. People that get like blocked on other channels and stuff. Like we all just vibe. This is like a really cool environment. I love this community that we have. I love the talking. It's like we're all like sitting on the couch as friends, just conversating. I love this. This is my like favorite time. I've been trying to stream more because I feel sorry for autism. Yeah, that's a lot. You must send your children to a place to get a different kind of experience to see if they can. Oh no, no, sir. Yeah, well, back in the day, they used to look at kids like that as someone that would belong in Bridgewater. You know what I'm saying? I watched a documentary. We'll get back to the choppy video in a minute. But in the Congo or somewhere in Africa, okay, this American lady went over there. She was kind of like a doctor without borders or something. Do you know what I'm saying? Or I don't know exactly what it is. Um, um, that if they have if they have a baby, right? When okay, hold on, wait. Let me change my words. Label sucks. Yeah, it does. Honey, yes, labels do suck. Okay. These Any mother who gave birth to a baby that was special needs, okay, whether it be physically, um, fingers or whatever, or as they start to age, if they had something like the ASD spectrum, they literally put them somewhere like Bridgewater. Okay, they have this and like literally just leave them and they fend for themselves. And that's all they do. And then they pass. Like they just throw them away in this building that they can't get out of. Oh, thanks, mama. I have been. I love streaming. I love streaming. I love hanging out with you guys. My parents could turn out to be different and treated, tested, but recovered and treated for. Oh wow, that is wild. Equal. Mm-hmm. It is heartbreaking. And the woman, the lady who went there and like told the story of it was fucking horrified when she found out that there was like and this is the thing too. It's where they get put is part of the hospital. So it's like you go like this woman worked there and was like helping and was like being a doctor or a nurse or whatever. And it's part of the hospital that all these people, all these like young kids and infants and everything that just get left, like no one checks on them. They just fucking like is part of the hospital. So she found out about it and tried to do something about it, and it was a whole thing. Like it was maybe we'll do a stream on it. Maybe we'll react to it. You guys would be horrified. I don't know that some of you guys want to listen to, but I'm morbid as hell. So let's let me get off the screen. How about that? I'm gonna remove myself. I don't know. Actually, if I do that, I can't talk. We'll do this.
What are you doing, Jim? Good morning, Jim.
Morning.
How's that room gonna be morning?
Very best of mornings.
Huh? What? What'd you say?
I said I clean.
Loud up, Jim. What? What'd you say? Can't hear you, Jim.
So here's some shotgun shells on the ground. Finally found the hallways that we came here for. Look at the decay and paint peel in this place. Doors with the numbers still on them.
How sick these cells are. These are elation. Criminally insane. They use the courtyard out here. Police training too. Careful with everything. There's targets out there and everything. Like they've been out there recently. These doors are iconic. Look at that. Let's get one. This one's got the covering. So all they had was a little window.
Kids, what the fuck?
Or not even.
Hold on.
Just a bed.
We're professionals here. Hold on.
So this was single isolation for the family. It's crazy to think about that. That humans were literally in here
Can you
living
imagine?
for years at a time. This place was notorious for the criminally insane. And this with isolation and lockup.
Wow.
Look at that, there's still paint written on there. Still, oh, it's Spanish and something about calls for the payphone here.
There's several hallways like this. I think it's A, maybe A and C. There's probably a B too. I don't know if I've seen photos of ones that have a B on them, but I've definitely seen the A and the C wing. You can see they're really paint peeling really bad. There's a lot of decay in this place. It's a really
Like,
nice
would you guys
depth of field
go in
shot.
there? Camera working. Is my camera not working? Oh no, but here I am. Hi. Oh, hi. Oh, hi, Paula. Good to see you. Good to see you. Jesse, welcome in. We love everybody here. We have a really good crew, and we do like different stuff. You know, like we're doing spooky theme this month on Sunday mornings, and I go live about different cases during the week. I have been doing it more, and I'm happy that you're here with us. Yes. And make sure you like the video and comment underneath if you want to tell me what you think about the stream. If you're on the replay through, we love you too. What's this? God, my StreamYard is so slow. Like, never. I can barely. Oh, honey. There's so many reasons to be in institutions, but they were beautiful things about it too. Like a village view. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing. So you don't know what you don't know, right? And back then, they could have been like severely autistic, and like I like, and there are people that are fucking insane, right? And they put them all together. They put them all together. And what do you do when you have nothing to do, right? You plot, you start trouble. Lead plant, maybe asbestos, definitely. Yeah, definitely equals. Oh my god. I hope they had those like masks. Yeah, listen, Jesse, I we don't have to agree on everything ever. Like you are fucking welcome here. Come talk about cases. We don't talk about the ones that I don't talk about those. So you can come here and we can talk about other cases though. And I'm happy you're here and thank you for being in chat. I think that's really cool that you came and you're talking and everyone can have different opinions. Here we do. I mean, I've said some shit that people have not been happy with, but I fucking said it with my whole chest. It is what it is. Yeah. Right. Absolutely. Jesse, you are welcome here. Yeah. Yeah, we don't talk about those ones here. We talk about everything else. So it's perfect. You've come at the perfect time, baby girl. Yeah, everyone's entitled to their own opinions. Everyone's entitled. My personal opinions about like I say them on the internet about cases. I'm judgy as okay. I'm judging and I speculate. But I reserve the right to change my opinion at any time. So we talk about cases, we discuss them like what's going on here. I love it. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I will everyone go over there and subscribe. What's this? All right, baby. Love you. Um, all right, let's get back to this video. If I'm on screen for some reason, you guys, it's because it's like, you know what I'm saying? Hold on.
In 1968, over 250 cases of hospital were finally reviewed. Some inmates were eventually conducted a study. 30 inmates were actually prisoners stayed because they did not have the legal skills or the money available to hire. An example of this was a patient named Charles, who was sentenced in 1910 for breaking and entering. The maximum time for his felony was 2 years. However, he remained in the hospital until 1977, an unbelievable 5 years longer than he should have. All of this mistreatment eventually raised challenges and stigma. Over the years, the hospital's integration into the criminal justice system led to significant changes, but not before numerous well-documented incidents of abuse and neglect sparked public outcry.
Oh, this one's got actual stuff in it. Look at that bed. It's been sitting for so long, it's just eroded away. naturally. Look at the. Well, probably tasted awful. That's his little locker.
Oh my God. It like kicked me off again. What the hell is going? You know what? Fuck the stream. Okay. Let's all just talk. They walk up all the yeah, dude. That they wait, hold on, what's this one? What's this one? My wife is a nursing student way back in the clinical rotation, Danvers State. Yeah, dude, Danvers is still open. Taunton's still open. Bridgewater is still open. And they do put PDF files and S crimes and all of that there, as far as I know, like bad ones. And ones that would be actually Massachusetts. It was weird. If I could be wrong, please correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. That Massachusetts, you can't plead insanity. So what happens is if you are like one of these people, wait, hold on. Actually, I'm gonna ask the chat because I don't know. I'm not gonna say this for fact. Do you know that if so someone who is like criminally not like the accountable for their actions, right? Did they go to Bridgewater because they can't stand trial? How does that work? Because there are people you get it's a it's a prison facility. I had it on my thumbnail. Wait, what's Stone saying? Everything's so slow today. Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys. I'd love you to hang out with me though. Everyone needs to watch that movie. What movie? Is that what it's called? Criminally Insane Hospital? I'm watching it tonight. I'll watch it right now. I actually okay, I need help, guys. There's like enough of you that I am gonna go back to the video. I just gotta like figure out like why it's fucking buffering. I'm so annoyed. But next week is the last spooky themed show we're gonna do on Sundays, and then we're gonna go back to like serial killers and all that because why wouldn't we want to do that on a Sunday morning? Does anyone have any suggestions that we can do? I believe I got sent two that I'm looking into. Super, super, super like weird. Hey, are you laughing at me? Are you laughing at me? Hey, stop that. Emily season. Ask Brian Walsh. They send him for right. So, okay, Wayne, perfect example. Like, if he was deemed to be clinically insane because Massachusetts does not have a insanity plea, you cannot plead insanity. I think what happens, if I'm not, like, someone corrects me if I'm wrong, I think they get put in places like Bridgewater until they are deemed fit to stand trial. Some people never do. They just live there. They're like furniture. What's this? Let's do it. What are we doing? It's called Session 9. Is that what it's called? Rosie, you're confusing me. I mean, I love these asylums. I've gone to a couple of them, and like not for nothing, I've been to Taunton and Bridgewater because there are get this, so there are other people that get sent there to state hospitals, people that get like sectioned and stuff like that, where you have to be, and they still have like active recovery places. You have to go if you're awarded to the state for 30 days, 90 days, whatever, you go to Taunton, you go to Bridgewater, but there's ones that cannot leave. permanently. I got stuck on a case for a day in Suffolk Superior. The guy was charged for unaliving a woman in Jamaica Plain. He fled to Puerto Rico. I told the judge and the lawyers, I think he's already guilty. He fled. Right? I love that for you, Rosie. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. That's exactly. Yes, yes. So Brian Walsh got sent to Bridgewater because he is traumatized by being victimized. Um, when he went to Boston Medical Center, he was right at Mass and Cass, so you should just let him out. You should just let him out. Oh God. Oh, I saw that one. Yeah. Oh, he's definitely in protective custody. Yeah, but he's not in jail. He's not. He got fucked up in jail. He got stabbed, right? But they said that he's not. He can't be a help to his own defense because he's all traumatized by the. Mm. Okay, I'm gonna watch it tonight, Rosie. I'll text you and let you know what I think. Oh, I'm Patrick, but you made it. Hi, baby. Good morning. Do you have your coffee and blanket? Because this is my favorite blanket, you guys. I have to sleep with it every night. I'm like a child. It's called charcoal. I've always called it charcoal. Caden has his red blanket. He used to call it Elmo. And this is the blanket. This is my sometimes well, obviously share it with my son if his like blanket is dirty or something, but we each have our own blankets and we travel with them too. They have their own suitcase. Oh my God. My biggest fear since I was a kid is be sent to a hospital for mental illness. Listen, there are people, okay, that are very sick. Okay. They are very sick and they need help. Okay. But thank God Massachusetts did one thing right, and we do not have a plea insanity. Okay. So if his game, he's already in federal. Isn't he in for federal for the oh shit, sorry. It's like whacked my thing. Isn't he in for federal fraud? So wouldn't he spend his time in a federal prison until that sentence is over? Yeah. You're under a cooling blanket? What? Hey, my dad's memorable place is a fireman who did yeah. Yeah. Right. You got but listen, charcoal is the shit. I've had her for a long time. Calypso Callie, when did you say? I know you did. You snuck in earlier. Oh my God. Wait, UFO? Rosie, you're getting crazy. You're getting crazy. I actually Calypso is one of the people that gave me a topic that we can do next week because after that, we need to figure out what we're gonna do on Sundays. I like serial killers. What about you? I was gonna do Ed Gain. Not next week, but the week after. And then I have my trusty book. Oh, hi Janet. Oh, Janet. I work at Taunton State Hospital. It can be very sad and very rewarding at the same time. Oh my God, God love you. Honey, but the world needs people like you. This is the thing. Some people really are like really sick mentally, right? And they are a harm to themselves or others. Do I think that Mr. Walsh is a fucking liar? Yeah, I do. I don't think that he's insane from being knifed up. Like, yeah, you probably have some trauma, but like you killed your wife, allegedly. I heard. I don't know. I wasn't there, but yeah. So he's there being evaluated. So I have my trusty book right here for shows. And I'm gonna be doing after Ed Gain. I want to do and I'll have better internet by this time, kids. I'm gonna figure it out. I can. I have a degree. I should be able to fix it. Call fucking Verizon. I want to do JonBenet Ramsey. I want to do Madeline McCann and Casey Anthony too. So we'll do those additionally, like down the road as the road goes. Janet, you are a love. You're doing God's work, baby. Thank you for what you do. Yeah, exactly. Yep, Rozzy. Yep. We need people like you. There's literally, you are a saint. It's got to be hard working with like addicts and like when they're mentally ill too. Like there's like that double whammy of like, oh God, I don't know. Yes, welcome in, Janet. Welcome into our little family. Let's see what Equal says. One thing I felt was important to bring forward about working an institution was the policing. We had our own force where I worked, and they handled things unlike normal cops. All should know. So wait, equals. I have so many fucking questions. You worked at one, and what was different? Like what? So if like I don't know where you're from, Mama. I'm sorry, but like we have corrections, like the jails and prisons or whatever. I mean, a lot of them closed down. But what is different from a normal police? Like if we were at MCI Walpole, that's also not there anymore. Yeah, Walsh is a loser. I think he's on for Fred. He literally like he sold fucking fraud art, and like she almost got, his wife almost went to prison for it too because he was forging her name. He took the rap for it because like someone had beef with the kids, and now look what happened, sir. You got yourself in Dedham jail and knifed up because you're a target now. What's this? Non-violence restraints were all okay. I like that. Listen, and that's the thing too. It's like there's people there that I don't know. Like I only know that Taunton has like the recovery part of it. I didn't know that like I don't know how open it is and what actually happens there. But there's people like you who make all that stuff happen, and you put yourself in harm's way. Tracy V. Oh, Janet. Oh my God, I know you. Well, I have you on social media, Janet. Oh my goodness. I love that. I couldn't do it. No, girl, I could not do it. Both of my sisters are nurses. Okay. One, like both of them. And I don't do that. Like I work, okay, I work in healthcare. But I do IT, and I'm a nerd. And like I had to go into rooms in the ICU to fix things back when I first started working there. I don't have the same job, but on weekends I would have to like go in the ICU to fix wires, or if they were a SI watch, you have to whatever. I remember this is why I could never do what you do, because I went into this room and it was a young boy and he was all hooked up to all these things, right? And he had a breathing thing. I don't even remember why they called. The mother may have needed her phone on the Wi-Fi because it's like a bunker at the hospital. And I went in there, and he couldn't have been. I think I was pregnant too. It was like I was just pregnant, and I went in, and I saw his family, and I saw him. When I tell you, my heart sank. I didn't make eye contact with anybody because if I did, I was gonna cry, because this young boy, it looked like he had overdosed, and they were waiting to for his organs, and a family was there, and I was helping everybody get onto the internet because they couldn't do it, and it was like the saddest thing ever, and that's why I like this, and I cried in the bathroom for like 20 minutes before I could like compose myself. Yeah. Exactly. Like, exactly. We need Janet's. And Janet's like Tracy's wife. Hi, Janet. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I mean, we even at the hospital, like we have to have pull away, like your badge has to be pull away just in case, someone tries to hem you up. One of my offices has a bulletproof door. Um, yeah. Yeah. I don't really go in anymore. I'm very lucky that I can stay home and work, but I do have two offices, and one of the offices at the campus has a bulletproof door, and I don't even think there's like a like a window. I don't. I think it's just I couldn't do a job like that. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. My sisters do. Like my sister Lori works with all types of kids. I've like gone to her job like to go give her something or whatever the case may be. I've done it a couple times, and she's so good with them. And like my heart, I can't. Like, I can't. Just give me my computers. Like it makes sense and don't break my heart. I'm like I'm very sensitive and I wish I had that grit that our friend Janet has, cuz like I literally melt. I was like pudding in that bathroom after I saw the family with the little boy who was harvesting his fucking organs. Like I just oh, I can't. I cannot. Yeah, I am a nerd. I'm like a wicked nerd. And I'm actually extremely introverted. Like, oh my god. Oh, what I did in Japan this week. Tracy, very exactly. It takes a special type of person. It like right there. You're like you it's in you. You just do it, you know? One of my nieces, God love her. She's exactly 18 years younger than me. She's just amazing. She's a trauma nurse now. And like I'm she had just she amazing. And like she tells like she's shared about her job and like I'm not made for that. Like I'll fix your computers or your phone. You know what I mean? I can like build things. I can take things apart. The heart stuff hurts. It's very hard to hear some of the stories she comes home with. Honey, I bet, I bet. Honey, even like I feel like I said, like when I first started working where I work, I used to have to like physically fix things because I was the only IT person there at the time. And going into like it wasn't even just the ICU. Like you going in that we have a palliative care unit, which is another a really hard thing because like these people are dying, right? And they're at and going up there, it was hard. I actually I I volunteer to go and sit with these palliative care, the end of life patients. But then I got pregnant and COVID happened. And so after that, I talked to the anyway. So people, you can volunteer at hospitals if you call the volunteer office at any hospital and probably in any state, and you can ask. You can be like they do. I mean, they're in quarries and all that kind of stuff. But you can coddle babies that are in the step down unit. You can sit with palliative care patients that don't have families that are dying in the hospital. Like there are things that you can do instead of sitting at home and whatever, like use your time and go do that. I'm not able to do it as much as I used to or as much as I want to. Just kind of like streaming. Being a mom is my priority. But definitely, if you guys are looking for something to do, yeah, Jesse, it is hard. It is hard, but I will say it's like it's different when it's your family, right? This is why I signed up for it. So my dad had cancer and died when I was 10. And he was very sick with cancer from the time I think I was 8. And he died right like actually on his birthday. He was 61st birthday. And I remember when he was like, he was at the end stage. but we all took turns. I'm one of five or six. We all took turns going to sit with him, right? So it'd be like we would do rotations, and my mom worked at night, and we would all just, and then he had a visiting nurse that would stay too, and so he had her. But I remember him saying, like, he would hold my hand and he'd be like, I'm really sorry that I'm not going to see you grow up and things. I think he was feeling it because he knew that, and the one thing he said was that he loved when we all came and sat with him and we got to talk, or just like having somebody there like really helped him, like his soul, right? We all would, even if you didn't want, like we were all young. Like I was 10 and my oldest brother was like 21 or something. So so when that's what I thought of when I signed up to go sit with these people. Sometimes people just need people, right? I just went off on a tangent. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I just remember when he was sick and he would say, you guys coming and sitting with me, like you guys like make my day. And so it's like, if that was his experience, like I can volunteer a couple of hours of my life and go sit with someone who doesn't have anybody. People need people. What's this? Support. That's what meant a lot to him. Yeah, exactly. But right, exactly. It was just like you take your time and you sit with someone because people need people. And so, yes, Jesse, being kind goes a long fucking way. It goes a long way. People don't have to hate. Like I don't need that. Like none of us, all of us, all my viewers, you do not need hate and stress in your life. Simplify your life, right? Instead of hating, go volunteer at the hospital and sit with the guy who is on so many meds because he's in palliative care and needs someone just to sit with him so he doesn't feel alone. Do something good. And too, I'm like, this is kind of weird because I said what I do and it's like public, and I'm not looking for a fucking pat in the back. I'm just saying you can go out and do this, but you can do it without putting it on TikTok, right? Like, do you remember like back in the day when Duncan, like they would do like the car in front of you would pay for you, and then you would pay, then they would pay, then they would pay, like, what happened to that? What happened? What happened to like decency and kindness? Because I don't see a lot of it these days, right? Like being into true crime, you are kind of always in a dark place. Oh, thanks, Hate. I love you, baby. Um, being into true crime, I consume more, okay? There's cases I don't talk about, I consume too. And that can really dark. But I try to balance life out, right? Because if I'm focused too much on these crimes, then I'm missing out on real life, right? So I can commit to Sundays from 10 to 12 to stream, right? Why? Because I have a 4-year-old and I don't want to, you know what I mean? Oh, hi Aggie. Good to see you, mama. And then I started to then I sidetracked. I consuming because I made an X to stream to, and I went on there, and when I tell you, when I left my X page, my anxiety was like, never again. Never again. Yes, Aggie, it's good to see you. All right, guys, I'm gonna start this video up again and I'll be back. Hopefully it doesn't buffer, but it will. I can't. Every time I put myself on the screen, it fucking buffers. I want to be able to talk because I'm a talker.
Some of the cells have actually collapsed into the basement.
Holy shit.
Jeez.
Tar Heel, love you, baby.
This one's like, look at the bed just hanging, teetering on the edge. And that cell. Toilets.
That's very true, Sarah Dawn. Very, very, very true.
Upper rec dorm.
That's a good point.
So this is probably where the guard would sit and overlook all the bunks up here.
Look at that. Look at why is stuff left?
See if we can get any dates on the paperwork.
Like I'm telling you, I think
2002.
people just like up and left, like all the staff and just left people
Here's
fend
another
for themselves.
Pretty empty. But you'd imagine all the beds that were in here. And they all had to share space. That's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
They look different going back.
What's like on the door? Is like as a growth?
The hospital had been the site of both inexcusable injury
Oh
and
my
death,
God.
including a significant amount of deaths attributed to the overuse of restraints, which seemed to have been a common theme all the way up into recent years. Perhaps one of the saddest and most unforgiving facts is that throughout all of the years of operation, right up until the much-needed 2017 overhaul, the state hospital had been inundated with violence, abuse, and of course death. Here are just some of those examples over the years. In 1928,
I don't know.
2 guards were killed by a patient inmate who clubbed and strangled the 2 to death in a botched escape attempt. Then, on New Year's Day in 1942, 2 violent inmates escaped from their cells, killed 3 guards, and set fire to some of the prison buildings before they were eventually captured. In 1967,
Exactly, Jesse.
self-proclaimed Boston Strangler Albert Del Salvo was also an inmate at this state psychiatric hospital. In 1987, the New York Times did an expose on the poor conditions at the hospital after 8 patients died.
Yeah, the one in Mattapan is scary.
In 1989,
It looks
ABC
like
News
the
Nightlife
Shining
did a
House.
TV news special outlining all the mistreatment of the patients
back,
inside
kids.
the
I'm
state
coming back.
hospital.
Wait, where am I? There I am. There. I'm here. It's just better when I'm not like showing. It doesn't buffer. I'm taking all of your suggestions. I'm just gonna like I have to do something. Anyway, I was thinking, why don't we do the Conjuring House? Do you guys know that? They're trying to get rid of it actually, and it's right over the border of Rhode Island, I believe. But the Conjuring House, that would be good for next Sunday. What do you guys think? I have ADD and I had to stop because I if I didn't stop and say it, I would have forgotten. What do you guys think of that? Have you guys how many people know about the Conjuring House? Hate says yes. I know that Rozzy Rozzy brought this up to me, I believe. Yes, Tar Heel. Okay. We'll do how many other people will be here for the Conjuring House? I think that would be fucking awesome. All right, we're doing it. Oh yeah, so trying to yes, exactly, Jesse. They certainly are. They certainly are. Oh, hey, New Hampshire dude. Perfect. Okay, awesome. Yay. Okay, so we'll do the Conjuring House next week. All right, guys, I'm gonna put myself back because it'll fucking buffer. Dog mom knows. Yeah, of course, dog mom knows. Where is dog mom? She must be sleeping. Yay, Wayne will be here. Yes. Awesome. Oh, we got Amy in the back seat. Hey, baby. I heard it many times. Probably get money off of it. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Perfect. Yay, Sarah Dawn. All right, I'm going to put this back on, guys.
In 1999, there was a lawsuit filed against the hospital after an offense face causing permanent disfiguration.
Can you fucking imagine?
In 2004, a patient suffering from bipolar disorder was murdered in his cell by another patient when the facility failed to protect him. The family of that murdered inmate sued the state and the hospital for $150 million for
Holy
failing
shit.
to protect their son. In 2006, a patient who was supposed to be on evaluation watch committed suicide by hanging himself in the showers, and the hospital was found liable in that case. In 2007,
Yes, I did.
human
I'm looking
patients.
into it. I'm going to do
In 2009, a patient was killed when he was forcefully and improperly restrained. The man's family was awarded $3 million in damages to settle that lawsuit. In 2012, Fox News released security camera footage of
Listen to
officers
this.
strapping down a patient whose death had been ruled a homicide back in 2009. The tape's footage is controversial because officers were seen using an illegal restraint practice on that same patient.
Oh my God.
This video of 7
This is
guards
like
restraining
recently.
Joshua Messier, pressing his knees to his chest while his hands are handcuffed behind him, took place May 2009, shortly after he was sent to Bridgewater State Prison for a psychiatric
Wow.
evaluation. He was suffering from schizophrenia. Regulations bar this technique called suitcasing.
I just love him so
Suitcase?
much, and I wish I could have helped him that night. I was there. I knew something was wrong. They kept trying to make me leave.
At 1 a.m., she was told he was dead.
All right, guys. Is it good now?
For causing Messier's death, and John Bilodeau for failing to prevent the abuse. All 3 guards were fired last year.
I can't. That was at Bridgewater. Hold on. Wait. I'm coming back up. That was in Bridgewater in 2012. This wasn't like, in the 70s. This was 2012. 2012. Right? New Hampshire dude. Exactly. Crazy. Maybe Walsh should be fucking scared. He was there getting an evaluation. Yeah, right. Exactly. I wouldn't want to work there. That's where the PDF files go too. Yeah, hey, Jesse, absolutely, mama. Yeah, hi backseat, Amy in the back seat, my girl. All right, guys, let's go back to this. Wait, what does this say? Fire. Yeah, girl, did they lose their pension? Did they lose their money? Like Procta? Did they? Because I have questions about that. Certainly do. Where am I? I gotta turn me off.
Before collapsed in this one too.
Central.
What the heck?
That's nuts.
Visiting room? Right? New Hampshire dude, I'm saying. What? Movement pass? Oh my god, they're color coded. Visit, work, central,
Maniac. Work.
gym.
Gym and visit.
Holy moly. Right. Like, why, what's this? Project got 3 days here and is coming up
In
this week of a trial.
2014,
Yeah,
a civil
that's
lawsuit
right.
was settled out of court regarding a patient's declining health from abuse, mainly from being excessively restrained and secluded.
Probably.
The particular patient had spent over 6,000 hours in isolation
Holy
despite never having
shit.
been convicted of any crime. And in 2014, shit would finally hit the fan for the hospital after the Globe published an expose on how the use of forced restraints in which patients are physically strapped to a table by their hands and legs over a 5-year period at an alarming high rate. All this was in spite of the 2009 death of a patient resulting from the use of such 4-point
2009 kids.
internal affairs.
This
In 2014, a civil lawsuit was settled out of court regarding a patient's declining health from abuse, mainly from being excessively restrained and secluded. The particular patient had spent over 6,000 hours in isolation despite never having been convicted of any crime. And then in 2014, on how the use of forced restraints, in which patients are physically strapped to a table by their hands and legs, increased over a 5-year period at 2009 death of a patient resulting from the use of such 4-point restraints. The psychiatric hospital's own internal affairs had found that 2 guards had violated procedural policy that states that guards should never put direct pressure on a restrained inmate's back. For surveillance video revealed that the 2 guards pushed down on a handcuff's back.
Oh my god.
And forced
And
his,
like
into his
what I'm
knees
saying,
and off it.
you know what I'm saying? I thought they did the burrito thing.
Finally, there was enough public outrage that it forced the hand of the governor to reprimand the hospital for their attempts to cover up procedural mishaps. This included the use of outlawed forced restraint that precipitated the avoidable tragic death of that one patient back in 2009. Internal emails were also exposed, proving that hospital officials attempted to cover up numerous reports of patients' deaths at the hands of the guards and other hospital staff. With all of this new evidence coming to light, the governor finally made sweeping changes and created an overhaul reform initiative for the hospital. He quickly replaced about 80% of the significant amount of funding for staff training, the intensive treatment unit, where the majority of the forced restraints and solitary confinement were taking place, like prevention and resolution already implemented within the hospital. Critics said that the institution finally felt like an actual hospital after this much needed reform.
Dude, 1892.
But as you can see, the state hospital had long
I agree with you,
plagued
honey.
severe cruelty that led to years and years of bloodshed, all of which could have easily been prevented had the hospital actually suffered any consequences for their actions.
Did nothing to
The
these
list
people.
goes on. And it seemed that despite it being exposed over and over again, nothing was ever done.
Police training all over this place.
What? There was
Some air pack sure why that's here. Brutal chapel.
Or prison had they been competent to stand trial for their alleged crimes. This state psychiatric hospital's horrific history underscores the importance of an ongoing dialogue between mental health reform versus the criminal justice system. By
you
learning from the
imagine?
past, we can help pave a way for the future where mental health treatment is characterized by dignity, respect, and efficacy.
I mean, not here.
Super old.
Hey, what is it?
Balance beams.
Balance beams. Did he just say balance beams?
Balance. It's just on here. Getting closer. Hey, Nick. HIV versus transmitted. Wow.
What? What?
Look at the old. This is the old AA and NA meeting area.
Oh my God.
Wall there.
Wow. So, not for nothing, they fucking kicked me out again. Not for nothing, even now, like, if you get sectioned, like Section 35, which is you are a harm to yourself or others, it's like a more extreme sectioning than like a 5150. The one that they hold you for 3 minutes or 3 minutes for 3 days, and you know, sober up or whatever the case may be. So you're confined for 3 days. Then you can go to the courts and petition to send, if your daughter or son is an addict and they are a harm to themselves or others. Some can be violent, some can, you know, whatever the case may be. You go to the court, you petition to have them sectioned, the cops go get them, bring them to the court, and then you go to places like Taunton State Hospital. I believe Bridgewater has a program as well. Danvers, Tewksbury. Like I'm in the program, right? I have been off the rugs for nearly 10 years. And I whatever. I drank, I don't have like a drinking problem, but I restarted my sober date because I did drink alcohol and I hadn't in a really long time, but I have been off drugs for 10 years. But if you know somebody, if you're exactly, what does this say? My son did an asylum for a few years back, and he said reward was so eerie. I don't think you could pay him to. Yeah, no, for real. Like, baby. But what I was saying with the whole like sobriety thing, some people. I had a friend that was Section 35, and he went to Bridgewater, and so when they're like, oh, there's AA meetings and stuff, that's not far fetched, because I know that when the state takes over, that you go to those places for addiction. I love you. Yeah, you have to have self-love. You have to love yourself. And I know, listen, I don't judge addicts. I don't judge alcoholics. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. Um, it is a slippery slope and it can make people, decent people, do things that they wouldn't normally do. And they need severe help. Recovery rates are not that high. Like I have literally gotten 10 years multiple times. There's something about a 10-year mark that's something happens. I mean, I'm not like I was, when I was younger or whatever, but I had like a White Claw or something. And just because I couldn't lie to myself that I didn't have the White Claw, I restarted my chip. But I am 10 years off drugs, so I don't judge it or get it. But I also believe that like it's not an excuse either, right? Like, I don't know. I don't want to. Yes, loud and proud. Exactly. We're loud and proud. I mean, I hadn't drank in like, I don't know, like a really long time. And I had a seltzer thing over the summer. And then I was like, I'm lying to myself that I'm completely sober. And so I restarted at an AA meeting, but I've been there. And so the fact that they have that up there is not, it's not that surprising. Hey, having drinks, sometimes it's okay. You're doing amazing and did it for you. Long before you had, yeah, long before. I got sober way before I had Caden. And and like I said, since I was 21, every 10 years something happened. But yeah, I mean, and I don't associate with people who do drugs. I stay in my own lane, right? And so it's hard. Being sober is hard. And people who have to go to Bridgewater or Taunton State Hospital because they're being sectioned, pray for those people. Pray for those people. Do you know what I mean? Because some people don't find their way out. They just don't. Yeah, exactly. Like it can happen to anybody. Like literally I have like the most amazing life. And I have my son who is like my shining light. And I was hanging out with someone who was drinking and I had a drink. I drank. And so when I'm going to a meeting and people are like, "Oh, how long have you been sober for?" It's like I'd be lying if I was like, "Oh, 8, 9, almost 9 years," right? Because my sobriety date is what is it? It's I just looked at the rock. Hold on. Someone made this for me. Um that's my sobriety date. But I drank. And so instead of being like a liar and being like, "Oh, I've been sober for 8 years," I got a 24-hour chip because it doesn't take away all the years that I have been sober, right? Yeah. And like it's being real with yourself. I mean, you're only as sick as your secrets. And so yeah. Oh yeah. Backseat is hard. Especially the rugs. Especially, yeah, Nana. My mother's the best. Yeah. Backseat, yeah. So I'm sending him all the love. Like the people that are out there suffering, like I make comments about mass and casts and like all that kind of stuff. Do I hate going down there? Yes. I do. I hate going down there. It's scary. But the people down there need help. They need prayers. They need someone to give them a chance. They need to find courage and some self-worth, some self-love. Who just said that? I think it was hate. You need self-love, right? Once you start getting that, you all you need is sometimes people need tough fucking love too. I believe in that. Like I did. I did. My mother's a black belt ninja in Al-Anon. She don't take shit. And that was another thing too. It's like with the drinking and resetting my date, it's like nothing happened. Nothing was like bad, but like I was like, I can't believe I did that after, right? And yeah, recovery is one day. I would have. I used to think like, oh, I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not an alcoholic. I'm a drug addict, right? but that's not true. It's all the same thing. And I you know, and that's it's a prime example. I can't believe I'm talking about this on the internet. Someone's fucking screen recording this. When you start to get sober and you start to clear, you know, the fog starts to clear. When you start to love yourself, right? Because a lot of people use substances to stop feeling what they're feeling, right? They don't want to feel anything. And then you're doing it for either because it's fun and you're doing it with your friends, and all of a sudden you're an addict and you can't fucking stop, right? And you're going out every single night and something bad's happening. Or in a lot of my cases, a lot of like my friends, I'm at that age, I think Calypso, you would use too, where OxyContin was like a lot, right? And I was a cheerleader and I hurt my back several like bad, right? And I had to go to a pain clinic and they gave things out like candy, right? That was my age. I was like in high school, and they were just like, "Here, take these." And so, yeah, like it's just absolutely Calypso. We love Calypso. Callie girl is here. This video is almost over. We've been here for quite a while. I'm sorry my fucking Streamlabs keeps kicking me out too. But yeah, anyway, it's not surprising that they have like the AA things up because people, I believe, get sent there. I know people have been sent to Taunton, at least Taunton, for addiction. And you know.
The paint peel insane.
Just like
Over
sucking
20
up
years
lead.
now, so you rarely see decay like this in buildings. Most buildings that are abandoned for 20 years were either demolished or rehabbed before they sunk. But this property's on an active prison property, so that's what makes it very sketchy to
Yep,
do.
absolutely.
So we're down in the basement now, one floor down. It's basically the same thing. There's a little exam room.
An exam room.
Little
I
exam
can't.
table in here. That's it. So we basically went through the
Forever
entire
hate.
place.
Forever, ever, ever.
The only thing that we really haven't found that we know is here is we've seen some grenades. I've
Grenades?
seen another kid's video.
Sir.
And he had some grenades. So we're trying to find where they would be.
I love you, Callie. Look at
Metal
this.
detectors.
That's frightening.
So this is down in the basement. See the entire floor collapse.
Holy shit. Dude, they shouldn't be in
Right
there.
behind that wall back there is the auditorium. The gym.
What?
The tragic story of this old
They
state
never
hospital
say the
urges
name.
society not to forget the lessons learned from our nation's past and to ensure that history does not repeat itself.
Exactly.
While still advocating
Aggie.
for a humane
Why?
and effective mental health care system for all. Today, The hospital has moved away from its historical prison model and toward a more clinical approach to the treatment of the mentally ill. It now operates as a model facility for inmates suffering from a vast array of severe and persistent mental health issues. And the old hospital for the criminally insane building still continues to sit abandoned today, slowly rotting away. As the years have trucked on, large sections of the roof have started to collapse in on itself, and the floors are now giving way to the weather and elements.
Holy shit.
With its rather scandalous history, it's
He
only
said
a matter of time
scandalous.
before the hospital will be gone forever. But it will always live on through our documentation efforts and this video from Abandoned Central.
Around 35 minutes in, we see a patient arguing with the same doctor from earlier. He seems eager to explain to the doctor that he is fine and doesn't need the same medication or treatment that the other patient. The doctor doesn't really seem to be listening, despite the fact that the man is saying the medication is making him worse and ruining him.
But I never been in mental institution.
That's
Nobody
right.
thought I should be.
I'm using your words. You looked at me and you tell me I'm a schizophrenic
Yep,
paranoia.
exactly.
Right? How do you know? Because I speak well.
Exactly.
Because I stand up for what I think.
Because you got the psychological testing.
Hi,
I
Styling.
did.
Oh, yeah.
Such as test which asks me how many times do I go to the toilet.
Of course you
Do I
can.
believe in
Please
God?
do.
I mean, well, how ridiculous can you get?
This is a good example of the patients being ignored even when they seem to be fine. This man made several good points in this clip that weren't even remotely considered by the doctor, and he was even told if he did end up going back to an actual prison, he would just be transferred back almost immediately. After this, we see a man ranting to the camera about war, politics, and communism. Again, he's quite coherent and articulate and actually attracts a decent crowd of people. He ends up debating
That's
another patient in the
interesting.
courtyard for several minutes. Around 45 minutes into the documentary, we see the same doctor we've been seeing
It's
all
good to
throughout
see you,
the movie
Stylin'.
checking on a patient. He opens up the small flap in their door and callously asks them how they are and if they've eaten. After the patient says no, the doctor decides to call somebody and asks them to bring the tube. By the sounds of things,
Oh
this
my,
seems
hold
like
on.
a
I'm
fair
stopping this for my homegirl. Hold on. Wait a minute, girl. What? Oh my god. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna try something. Stay with me, kids. Stay with me. Let me see if I Can you guys hear it? Can you hear it? Yes. Tell me if you guys can hear it. Wait, I can't see the comments. Did you guys hear the applause? I don't know how to do it. Girl, you go with your bad self. You look amazing. You looked amazing at a 22. I mean, your husband must be like, "Bow, chicka, wow, wow." I hope you're feeling good too. That is amazing. That's a huge feat. Listen, getting off drugs and alcohol and losing weight are two of the hardest things in life. I've done both. Yeah. Oh, Styling. I'm so happy that you're here. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's 150 pounds. That's amazing. Oh my God. Raven must be like, Mom. The doctor is delating her children because they just kept giving her. Yes, but that's what they do now. That's what they still do. They fucking med you up. What does this say? I got to a 35 year plus lose weight, so I started losing 8. Damn. Oh my God. Good for you. Tar Heel is my Alabama Slamma sister. And she's like, talk about one of like the best people I've ever met on the interwebs. Okay. Listen, I have gone through some really bad stuff on the interwebs, and I've had an amazing experience on the interwebs, and all of you guys are my amazing experience, right? Like we have, relationships online, and we come here and we all gather, and like it's fun and everything. The internet obviously has bad. We've all seen it. I've been a part of it. I've done things on the internet that I regret, that I wish I didn't do. And there's other things that I've met this amazing group of people, and I started doing YouTube because I love fucking true crime. Like I will do this all day, girl. Exactly. Oh, what's this styling? We had a female cousin. I got a shock. Oh my God, girl. We were just talking about the one in Sharon. I think it's Sharon or Stoughton, the one that still does it. Girl, stop it. Is that true? Oh my God. Yes. Thank you, Aggie. That's right. If everybody could like the video, make sure you're subscribed and come here. We're here every Sunday from 10 to 12, maybe a little bit less, maybe a little bit more. And also put your notifications on because I do go live randomly throughout the week. And we talk about cases in the pop culture, known cases, some unknown. I like all the true crime. There's just certain cases I will not cover on Unsolved with Amy Boston, but we will do cases that we all have followed. I'll allow it. Thank you. I love watching them. Me too. Me too. I did not. I will say though, I was a hot mess. Okay. And like the person I am today is like night and day as a person. And it takes a lot of hard work. And like if you ask my brother-in-law, like, what's Amy like now compared to when she was 16, he'd be like, you wouldn't even recognize her, right? But it does take hard work, and you have to want to change. You have to want to not be fucked up all the time. You have to want to like be better. Like I had a come to Jesus moment one time. I was so, and I got sober way before Caden. Caden has never seen me in inebriated or anything like that. I stopped that a long time ago. But there was a time that I was so and I'm at this kid's house that I was like hanging out with. And I sat there. It was like 5 in the morning and I hadn't slept in days, right? And I'm sitting Indian style on the floor of some apartment that was like, I hadn't talked to my mom in days. I looked like shit. It was like, you know what I mean? It was awful. It was just awful. And I sat there and I said to myself, Amy, what the are you doing? What are you doing? Like, that's literally what I said to myself. Like, you're sitting in a house or whatever this house, it wasn't a crack house. It was like his apartment, but it was like, you know what I'm saying? You're sitting in a house. You haven't like reduced, like what is going on? Right. Like, and I called my mom and I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. And I meant it. Right. But I had said I didn't want to do it before many other times. And I really meant it at the time, but it goes away. Thank you, baby. I didn't, but the it's funny about like doing your journey. I wasn't on YouTube back then. I started this YouTube channel when I got diagnosed with cancer, and I was going to document that, right? And I was a known mod everywhere. And I started to appear on other people's channels, and so I was like, I'll just do my own channel, right? And it started off as because people were donating to my cause, to my GoFundMe. I thought that it was appropriate to share my story, right? That somewhat backfired. But I remember I cried. If you go way back to January when I first started this channel, I have one of like me just crying. Like I was like, I can't believe like this is happening, right? But like you overcome, right? I went months not knowing how long I had to live. And then I had the double mastectomy, and they're like, thank God you took the second one because the other one had cancer too. And it's like, things happen in life and life gets hard. But if you can show yourself some self-love and say, I deserve better than this, I deserve to go in the shower. Sometimes people can't even get out of bed and go in the shower because they're depressed or like whatever the case may be. There's help out there. You go to therapy. Yeah, I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor of addiction. I'm a survivor of cancer. I'm a survivor of life. Right? But this is one thing too, like one thing I never I cannot do is people who chronically complain. Nothing's ever good. Like I try to see my glass as half full instead of half empty. I try, right? Because like, life's and like it's not always easy. And sometimes like my life isn't easy. I come on here with a smile and like, you would just like go. You go. Tar Heel said to herself, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to feel better about myself. I'm going to do this. And she just lost 150 fucking pounds. Wait, can you guys tell me, did you guys hear when I did the applause thing? No? Tell me. I'm going to do it again and then let me know. Hold on. How do I do this? Did you guys hear it? Tears of a Clown. Yes. Oh, yay. Okay, cool. Yay, it worked. Yeah, like that's amazing. You know what I mean? Like I was in a really bad spot. Like my mother like literally was like, I love you, but I'm going to love you from over here, right? And I had to want to get better. You know what I mean? I ended up going to college. If I was a high school dropout, and then I like started to do my thing, and life's fucking hard. Life is fucking hard, and I feel like this channel when I started, it was journaling my journey with breast cancer, and then it turned in to Karen Reed, and I did it with another girl, Kelly. And then, with everything going on, I had to simplify my life. And so I simplified YouTube, and I'm just doing true crime on my schedule, and it is what it is. It's nothing, Kelly's great. We're just not doing the channel together anymore. And I think that's like too, like all the drama that I've seen, especially on the YouTube streets. Like sometimes people just need to go outside and like touch some grass, right? Yeah, you ain't lying, girl. You are not lying. Do you know how many friends I've lost? Oh my God. My mom was ashamed and told everyone I had mental health problems. Glad you got. I mean, no, I mean, that girl. Oh, I have siblings. I have a lot of siblings that have a lot of opinions. It's like, oh my God. My mother has never like been to like me get coins, or she doesn't like she just knows that like, yeah, I go, My mom's wicked supportive of Caden. As soon as I got pregnant with him, she was like, I was gonna do it alone. And that's why I chose. And she's like, I'll be here. And she never, ever, ever stopped being here. She's amazing. I'm sorry that you had that experience. Tar Heel. That's hard. That's really, really hard. Absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. All right, let's let's get back to we've gone on like all these rabbit holes. I love you guys. You guys are all just like staying with me. I love all of you. All right, let me find the right. Let's see if it won't
casual process, but it is anything but that. It'll be hard to show you this next sequence, but I will do my best to describe it, and I'll show you what I can. The emaciated patient is brought to a nearby table. He hasn't eaten in 3 days, and his figure is thin and frail. He is restrained on a table, and a long tube is put inside of his nose. The doctor, who is also smoking while goes and eventually down his throat. The documentary cuts between this patient being force-fed and footage that shows us something even more disturbing. A man is cleaning and preparing a corpse for a funeral. At first, we cannot tell who this is, but we quickly realize that it's the same man who is being force-fed. The process
Wayne, you are cracking me up right now.
Is ironically much calmer and
I'm
more
a wicked
peaceful.
introvert.
Something Wiseman actually commented on after the fact when he said he was treated better in death.
Oh, is it over? Oh, that was it. All right. All right. It's me. It was, oh wait, where am I? Hey guys. I'm back. Hey guys. Yeah. No, it's so funny. Like, okay, so I can do this, right? And like I've been really good at like customer service my whole life. And I get I'm one of those people that like in store 24 or like Cumberland Farm, there's always somebody behind me or in front of me that wants to tell me their whole life story. Like I'm just that person, and I want to be left alone. I want to be invited, but like don't hold me to go. Don't hold me to go. I'm not like a crowd person. I'm not like a, even I'm just gonna say it now that Caden is in kindergarten, he has his little friends, and I am petrified. I'm petrified to like meet kid moms. I don't know. I just like plus I'm 40, I'll be 41, and I feel like these kids like the moms are gonna be so much younger. Not that it matters, but it has crossed my mind. Question: does Bridgewater have underground tunnels? I heard that it does. Yeah, I'm same. I'm a wicked magnet, like wicked. Okay, I'm nice to everybody, right? I'm nice. I am so nice to people until you give me a reason not to be, right? And then I just like wipe my hands. Um, yeah, but backseat, that is something. Let me look it up. Hold on, I'm gonna give me a second here. Let me look it up. Yeah, oh god, I don't even know how to spell Bridgewater. Am I fucking okay? Is Bridgewater Hospital have underground? Here we go. Oh no, wait, underground tunnels. Let's see. Sorry again. Oh my god, Amy, you have 5 kids. Someone told me that like I have Caden, right? And Caden's like, "Can you give me a sister?" And I'm like, "No, my shop's closed." I'm the youngest of a lot of kids, and it was like having a bunch of parents. It was awful. Um, yeah, same. But I am until I'm not because like I'll cut a motherfucker off quick. Done. Yeah, hold on, wait. Let me look. I can share this. Hold on. Let me put it like this. I'm gonna share my screen. I don't know. I can't like make it bigger though. Um, come on. Come on. Here we go. Yeah, no, I can't make it bigger. Okay. It says there's no public information or evidence suggesting that Bridgewater State Hospital has underground tunnels. While the hospital has a long history and has been rebuilt multiple times since the establishment in 1855, the available records and historical accounts do not mention any tunnels. Despite its age and multiple rebuilds, sources that discuss the hospital history and architecture do not mention the existence of underground tunnels. So anyone who has been there and has reported on it has not said that there are underground tunnels. But the thing is, like, it's still okay. So not for nothing, I know that there's people going and like looking into it, but it's still active. So would they even like? Would you even be able to get down if there was tunnels? You know what I'm saying? Oh, thanks, New Hampshire dude. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, anyone can do it. That's why, like, when people are like, "Oh, these runaways, these girls," no, they just need an opportunity and someone to believe in them, and for them to believe in themselves. Because people in those situations are mentally stuck and mentally challenged and have all these things. Someone needs to give them a fucking hug and direction. Do you know what I'm saying? New Hampshire dude's awesome. I'm so glad that you're here. I am so glad that you're here. Thank you for showing up. I thank all of you guys for being here and hanging out and watching the asylum. There's one of my town does. Oh shit. I live right near the Medfield State Hospital. I do. I live in that area. Yeah, it's crazy. We should go over it. Maybe we'll do the Conjuring House, and then if you guys still are up for like hanging out, we can go over this too. On The Conjuring, I found I found a really good video to go over, and some other chucks. All right, guys, it has been over 2 hours of us just talking and being amazing. You guys are amazing. Make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. I may be back later to talk about other cases, so have your notifications on. I might go on around 4. We'll see. All right, guys, I love you. I will see you here next week for True Crime Coffee Time with me at 10 a.m. And make sure you have your notifications on because I might be going live later on at 4 o'clock. Bye, guys.